A very unusual and also somewhat weird thing happened today with Tesla stock and Elon Musk. Elon Musk says he'll sell 10% of his Tesla stock under one condition, if Twitter says so. So he has decided to launch a 24-hour Twitter poll that will determine whether he will sell or he should sell 10% of his Tesla holdings to pay for taxes or unrealized gains. Welcome back, friends. This is Armen Harayan from TalkNews.com. Let's take a look at this together. Elon Musk has just tweeted and done a poll on Twitter asking if he should sell 10% of his Tesla stock to show that he isn't trying to avoid paying taxes. Is this a good idea? I don't know. What are the pros and cons? Let's take a look at that. What will actually happen? Is this a good idea? Let's weigh the pros and cons with Jeremy Johnson, Torque News Tesla reporting team. Jeremy says the pros are that he deserves to cash in on his value and success for Tesla. He doesn't take a salary and stock is his only form of money. The stock is at a huge all-time high, and I think it does make sense for him to sell some and realize gains, says Jeremy Johnson from Torque News Tesla reporting team. He also thinks we also don't know what tax laws will be like going forward, and this may be the most favorable tax situation to sell in. Johnson also says he can use the new cash to fund SpaceX, Boring Company, NeuraLink, and StarLink. I don't like the NeuraLink very much. I don't like putting chips in your brains and things like that. So I don't favor that, friends. Rather help the poor. And he shows that he is not trying to avoid paying taxes. I would say sell that if you would like to sell and help the poor. That's very important. Now, the cons, according to Jeremy Johnson, are that he is using Twitter to determine his decision. You don't do that usually. This isn't a good idea. He should do a shareholder vote and go by that maybe. Twitter cannot and should not decide if he should sell his stocks or 10% of it or whatever. We don't count other people's money. Twitter is full of spam accounts and bots which may not make the decision an accurate one, says Johnson, rightfully. Also, he will have to pay a lot of taxes on his stock, probably the 20% long-term capital gains. If he sells 30 billion of stock, he will pay 6 billion in taxes and net 24 billion in cash. Friends, that's a lot of money. You can't even spend that throughout your entire life. We shouldn't be greedy. So yeah, pay taxes. Let the money work for good. He will likely create fear for Tesla stock, he says. Jeremy says, causing a mini correction, probably around 10 or 15%. I don't know. This would be a good buying opportunity for many other people. Friends, I'm not a Tesla stockholder. I am not in stock markets, just for as a disclaimer. The one advantage of having a super CEO like Elon Musk for Tesla is that he has led them to a very commanding lead in the electric vehicle and energy business. On the other hand, it is also a weakness if he makes a decision that isn't the best for shareholders to other people. So no, how would Twitter know whether this decision is the best for the company, for shareholders, and for people in general? I don't know. Musk has never taken a salary from Tesla. Like I said, he still in this day has not received a paycheck from the company. When the company was based in Palo Alto, California, Musk did receive the state required minimum salary but never used it for himself. Jeremy Johnson says, I don't cash it, Musk said due to the New York Times, said actually to New York Times in 2018. It just ends up accumulating in a Tesla bank account somewhere. The most recent form of criticism Musk has received about taxes was from an article in the San Antonio Express News. The article claimed Tesla's move from California to Texas was a move of betrayal and a way for Elon Musk to avoid paying taxes. Last year, Bernie Sanders, a Democrat from Vermont, stated in the Make Billionaires Pay Act that Musk should pay a one-time $27.5 billion tax. Here's a quote. According to Americans for Tax Fairness and Institute for Policy, if we taxed 60% of the windfall gains these billionaires made from March 18th until August 5th, 2020, we could raise $421.7 billion, the release said. And quote, that's enough revenue to allow Medicare to pay all of the out-of-pocket healthcare expenses for everyone in America over the next 12 months. The act was never passed. As you can see, my personality, I'm all in favor of helping people and paying fair prices. So what will happen now? Torque News Tesla reporter Jeremy Johnson says, I think that we are going to see a pivot on Elon Musk's statement and that he will take this to a shareholder vote along with an eventual stock split. I just don't see Elon letting so many Twitter bots and shady accounts influence his decision to sell stock. Indeed, so many thousands of shady accounts and spam bots can influence this decision, and that doesn't seem to be right. The only thing that may override this is that Elon Musk has some expiring stock options that he is going to have to sell, and this statement may be because of that. He is going to need to pay tax for those stock options, and he has to get the money from somewhere, either borrowing it or selling Tesla stock to pay for it. 18 billion US dollars in expiring stock options isn't quite 10% of his stock, but still represents more than 5% of his total stock. I think his 10% sell statement may be Elon having to sell 5% of his stock to pay tax for the expiring stock options, says Jeremy Johnson from Torque News Tesla reporting team. And he says, we'll have to wait and see how all this play out. He continues saying, if Elon Musk does sell some of his stock, he will receive a lot of criticism. As Elon stated, he is the first in Tesla and will be the last out. Johnson says, I think he can still be the last out. He doesn't have to hold every single share to the end, every single Tesla share to the end. It's okay to take some profits, and perhaps he has found a way to solve world hunger, and that is the reason. I would applaud that. I would applaud him sharing the money with the poor, building universities, building schools. What do you think? Elon Musk tweeting about selling stock, friends. Is Twitter the right place to do a poll for such a big decision? By the way, perhaps it would be a better idea to sell the stock to his Tesla employees at, say, a 20% discount. Taxes would have to be paid. His employees would get a bargain and a moral boost. Stock would not be directly affected. Also, I think Elon should have elaborated a bit more on what his plans would be either way. Why is he want to selling the stock? What would he do? Now, let me know, friends. Leave your comments below. Share the article with friends. Share this report with friends and tweet it out to your followers. This is Armen Harayan from TorqueNews.com. Please subscribe to our channel for daily Tesla news. Give us thumbs up for this report. And God bless you, everyone. Peace be with all of you. And let's move on to the next story.